It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs from 19 yards away. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Check Mike, 300. I got it.
On 3rd down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Leave it. Ring up 48. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. You don't want none of it. Give me it. Pick up the ball. We go. Bring the
Now Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Blue 58. 54 Mike. Watch for flood. Watch the flood.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Now Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
31's the mic. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
To throw, Cousins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Cousins to throw it.
at the 30-yard line.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Throwing, Cousins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A check down here to Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Jump out!
Rodgers again now. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Vikings, nothing.
So
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10.
here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 34-yard line.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Rodgers now on first down. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. From 13 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Packers 35, Vikings nothing. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Bearcats made it 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Play fake. Cousins. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Cousins. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go, fellas.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I got him.
Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 16 more on that one and another first down. Cousins now from the 50. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Cousins now. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot? And, oh, what a catch at the 2. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
We're going.
3rd and long for Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense